Instagram. What up? Share the live if you want. Get it? Know what I mean? I'm just going down the line, so if you don't like me sharing the live to you, I don't know what to tell you. Friend me, know what I mean? Whatever. But we here, yo. Happy Wednesday. All right, this. Thank y'all for being here with me. All those who here. God's masterpiece. What up, Rhonda? All things Tef. What up, Tef? Had some ill conversation last week. Shout out to everybody that was here for it. What we speak about. Woo! We talk about breaking we didn't talk about breaking generational curses. We spoke about the difference between sex and intimacy, and also is all sex intimate. We talked about. We didn't talk about that. Changing your algorithm. I'm actually going to get back into that tonight. We didn't talk about that one. Dating with kids. We spoke about that last week. What else we talk about? Shout out to everybody though. Gonna give a few minutes. What up, Rhonda? How was your week? How was your weekend? Hopefully it was nice. Hopefully your week going good. Gonna get better. And then disturb. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in for this hour. Hopefully I got some good things going on for y'all this week. Some interesting things going on. Hopefully everybody's blessed out there. Staying blessed. Let me give a few minutes. Matter of fact, while I do that, let me put on uh I guess I'll put on Young Really Dope. Yes. Right out for a second, real quick. We'll get into All right, we'll get it. We'll get it cracking a little earlier. Let's go. Shout out to everybody tuned in. What up with y'all? Hopefully y'all having a great week. I'll get y'all started. Yeah, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. Getting right, bringing y'all that infotainment with the truth. Hashtag Factuals. We live with me, your host, Vision, the man and the meaning. I the sort of omens giving y'all that sight beyond sight. I ain't the freshest, but I bust some stupid dope moves. J30 type the bet 108, telling they got, oh hell no. Truck out my face. What up, everybody? Last week, we had a lot of interesting topics. We spoke about dating with kids, different, things that come along with that. Dating with purpose, or sometimes the reasons behind people dating out of needs. We didn't really get all the way into that. I spoke about it last Wednesday. And I talked about different needs that people date out of. There's a lot more. We spoke about a lot of other things, but we talked about changing your algorithm. I want to get more into changing your algorithm. We spoke about the algorithm when it comes to, your social media, your phone, and things like that. The algorithm mimics your life. Your life is your algorithm. The things that you focus on, the things that show up in your life most often is your algorithm, things that you focused on, right? And so how do you change your focus? How do you change the things that's showing up mostly in your life? Can you change it? What you think, Rhonda? You want to join in on this one? Can you change your algorithm? What have you done to change your algorithm? What's showing up most in your life, whether it's in reality or even on social media, that you see more like all the time? I was talking about how I'll be scrolling and I'll be seeing a lot of like just twerk videos. And it's like, what the fuck? Why am I seeing these damn twerk videos all the damn time? You know? And I realized that shit, it's because I like the twerk video. Or I like the video with somebody showing their ass or shaking their ass, even if it was somebody I knew. And it was like, I don't want to see this shit all over my timeline. You know, it's like I don't want to see this every day. I don't want to cut my phone on. When I do decide to get on my social media, that's all I see is, fucking Big Sean's voice, ass, 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 ass. Stop. So I decided to not like those anymore. Once I stopped liking those and I started liking more the things that I wanted to see more of, I changed my focus. I shifted my focus. And so that also changed my algorithm. It also changed the thing like the different ads and stuff that you'll get. If you notice, you could be talking about something. You don't even have to be on social media. You have to type the shit in your phone or nothing. You could be talking about something, and as soon as you go on your page or something like that, it's gonna start to pop up. You're gonna start to see ads for it, commercials for it. Fucking phones spying, government. But why is that? It's your signals. It's what you're giving off. It's your frequency. If you operate on that frequency, it's gonna show up more often in your life. So wherever you're operating out of, that's what's gonna show up in your life. If you're doing low vibrational things, if you're operating out of a low on a lower frequency, you're gonna get lower frequency people. You're gonna start to attract that. It's gonna be around you often. If you're operating, and everybody doesn't always. I'm not one of the people who act like, oh, I'm always operating out of a higher self. I said it on here myself. Shit, it sometimes shit. I want my get back. It's not right. Sometimes I do, blow up, and fly off the edge. Sometimes I want to be there. Sometimes I just want to because of whatever the situation is. It doesn't mean that it's right, but you don't always operate out of a higher self. And anyone who acts like they're always just in a higher self, they're fucking lying. Because we all human. We all have our moments. But your algorithm, to change up your algorithm, you do have to start to focus on the things that you want to see to surround you more in your life. You do have to talk about different things, search for different things, do different things. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself doing the same old, same old. And so if you see, it's like if I'm constantly seeing, perk videos or chicks just asking for money all the time, it's because that's what I'm surrounded. That's what my mind was on. Or even if my mind wasn't there, it's the things that I'm keeping in my frequency because I'm paying attention to it, whether I know it or not, consciously or subconsciously. If I like someone's video, those are things. So I started liking more things that I like to be around me. I started liking more things about God. I started liking more things about podcasts. Started liking more things about business. Started liking more things about, higher elevation and things like that. And that's what's on my page now. It's an occasional ass video next. I got a lot of friends with ass, so I ain't gonna lie to you. I like their pages, but still, those things show up, But I'm not getting all of those other. And I get a lot of fuckery too, because I like a lot of fuckery. I'm human. Hey, it's who I am. This is the finest of fuckery. It's part of the show. It's part of the tag. Don't judge me. Different things that interest me are the things that show up on my page. It's also the things that show up in my page of life, in my book of life. So the things that I focus on, I changed my algorithm. So I didn't want to focus more on those other things. And it's like, it talks about in the Bible, like where your focus is, focus on things that are above rather than things of the earth, right? Because when you focus on your problems, what? They get bigger, right? So if you focus on the things that you focus on is going to show up more in your life than everything else. Is going to drown everything else out because boom, that's where it is. And that's why people fuck up their money. That's why people fuck up their job. That's why, people mess up their families and so many other things because they just focused on the wrong things. They're not focused on the bigger picture, on the things that they should be focused on, the things that they want. You could want something all day. You can want it all day. Because you want something doesn't mean you're going to get it. Doesn't even necessarily mean that you're attracting it nor you're chasing it. So changing your algorithm. Talk to me, y'all. How do you change your algorithm? What are some things you've done to change your algorithm? Do you care to change your algorithm? Some people don't care to. Some people like, right where they want to be and they cool with that. To each his own. It's no knock. There's no knock. But how do you change your algorithm? You know, that's what we was talking about, changing the algorithm. Do you like the type of people that surround you? Do you like, the conversations that you have with your peoples, with your friends, with your family? Do you like the conversations that are being had with you? Do you like, people always do, or do people use you for stuff all the time? Or do you use people? All of those things are the frequency that you operate at. So if you're constantly, you know, if you feel that people are constantly using you for things, why is that? It's because you're putting yourself out there to be used. So how do you change that? Yeah, cut fucking cord. Changing your algorithm. You got to change. You got to be the change you want to that you want to see in your life. No change in your life comes unless you be the change first. That's what we're talking about, y'all. Changing your algorithm. I can't read what that name says. What up? What up? Nehemiah, what up? How you? Changing your algorithm, y'all. Do you like what shows up in your life more, like most? Do you like what's showing up in your life? Do you like who you are showing up as? So how do you change the things that are going on in your circle, in your immediate, what's going on in front of you? Like I said, or when I logged into social media, a lot of times I would just see cheeks. And I'm like, yo, why am I always seeing this twerking shit? You know what I mean? But it's because I realized once you like something, it's gonna pop up more often all over the place. It's gonna pop up like pimples, bang, 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 all over the place. You gotta nip it in the bud. You gotta not pay those things any attention. It'll wean itself out. What you focus on is what's gonna be large in your life. You focus on your problems. If you got problems and you focus on your problems, it's gonna be your God. Your problems are gonna run your life because you're focused on the problem rather than focus on the solution, rather focusing on what's next, or focusing on the things that's going good in your life. There's always something going good in your life. Sometimes you don't see it because you're focused on the things that are not going good. We tend to pay more attention to the negative than to the positive. My sister always used to say, praise those that do, not those who don't. It's the same thing. It's like when you have bad things going on in your life and you negate the good things that's going on, eventually those good things are not going to go on anymore because you're so focused on the bad things. The good things like, yo, my nigga, what up? I'm right here. What's good? It's going to leave me out there like that? But, and then eventually they're going to be like,
hey, man, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Like, I'm out. Why? Because you ain't paying that. You ain't paying homage to the good things. You're not paying attention to the things that are going right in your life, going good in your life. You got to focus on what's going good. Keying on what's going good and build upon that. Eventually that battle turned around. Right? Like the Bible says, come to me, all you who are heavy burdened, heavy laden. Give me your problems. It says, give me your problems. I'll handle that. You rest. You take it easy. I'll give you rest. You take it easy. So, with that being said, don't focus on your problems. Don't focus on the things that you don't want to see happening in your life all the time. And that's how you change your algorithm. Focus on the things that you want. So if you out there, you say you want to get more money, focus on things that'll help you get more money. Right? If you want to focus on being a better person, focus on the things that'll help you be a better person. If you want to you don't want to deal with, deadbeat niggas or bum bitches, stop hollering at them. Or when they approach you, stop talking to them. That's simple. Sometimes you may catch a fat ass and you might be like, yeah, damn, she got a fatty. But still, end of the day, we human. We're gonna make mistakes. The thing is, once you keep doing those same things over and over again, it doesn't become a mistake anymore. It's now a pattern. It's now a habit. We're talking about changing your algorithm. So I wanted to get more in depth with that because when we was talking about it last week, didn't really get a chance to tackle it too much like I really wanted to. Got a lot of topics for tomorrow's show. A lot of good topics for tomorrow's show. Matter of fact, I may just switch over right now and talk about something else, just because I talked about this last week. But if I do talk about something, that means I'm not gonna be able to talk about it tomorrow. I'm not gonna talk about that's some good fuckery. I guess I'll just leave it to changing the algorithm. That's what it is, y'all. What are some things in your life that you would like to see change? What are some things in your life that you would like to see that you would like to do different? What's constantly showing up? Do you have a certain amount of people, like certain type of person around you that you don't like around you? Like a lot of us are hanging around people that we don't even really know on the real. But why? Is because we allowing that. I was I'm not gonna get deep into it, but I was sitting and watching somebody today, but I wasn't watching them, but it was just it's funny because people was just circumference to certain people, and it's like, okay, these people are friends. But it's like, do you really know who your friends are? I know they say birds of a feather flock together. That's men and women. Ultimately become who you're hanging around. Association breeds similarity. So doesn't mean that you're gonna do the things that they do. Doesn't even mean that you know everything that they do. But it does mean that you will be judged by the people that you're hanging around. People will see you as them, especially if they know something about them. See, a lot of times you're hanging around somebody who you don't know nothing about. Why is that? Maybe not asking the right questions, or maybe you're just so thirsty to have a friend that you're willing to listen to anything that's being said. Those are you problems, not them problems. You got to change your algorithm. Change that. I had to change mine. Like I had it. I mean, nigga, that's I mean, is mad cool with. I seen him on the show a lot. Not going to go into it. Not anymore. I'm not going to get into that. Not going to talk negative about it. But at the same time, find out a lot of things. And why is that? I had to find out a lot of things. Things that people constantly said to me. It's like, okay, you can't be so willing to be susceptible to a lot of things or a lot of people. What does that mean? You got to change the way you move. You got to change the way you think. You got to change what you accept. So all of this has to deal with changing your algorithm. It's not just a social media thing. It's not just a virtual thing. Your algorithm is real. It's your algorithm of life. Let me do this for y'all. Hold up. Where's my chat GPT? Chat GPT. Type that in. So basically, ChatGPT says an algorithm is simply a step-by-step set of instructions used to solve a problem, complete a task, or make a decision. Think of it as a recipe. A recipe tells you exactly what to do in what order to bake a cake. So this is talking about a math type of algorithm, right? The algorithm tells the computer or person exactly what to do, right? It says formal definition. The algorithm is a clear, precise, and finite sequence of steps designed to accomplish a specific goal. So the algorithm of life said busing busing the society. What up, all thought? Popping with you. Yeah, so you gotta change the way you think and the way you move in order to change, even to change the people around you. You gotta get those people away from you. And you gotta do that by changing the way you see things, change your perspective. One person see you 6, one person see you 9. To get that right person, you gotta get that 69. No, I'm saying, but that's I digress from that.
Whoa!
What have you done to change your algorithm? Are you content with what's going on around you? If you are, that's cool. That's you. Do you like what's around you? Do you not like what's around you? What are some of the things you need to get rid of? Some of the things you need to open that fist and just let go. What are some of those things? How can you change those things? How can you cut those things off and get rid of them? How can you even recognize it? I know my Knicks about to play in a little bit. I know that shit for damn sure. How can you change your algorithm? Have you thought about changing your algorithm? Are you good with those who are around you? You see habits in some of them that you don't like. That's like it's kind of iffy. Like I said, you all who you hang around sometimes. You take on that persona, not because you may be like them, but because you're being judged like them. If you got somebody that you know who is a rapist or a murderer or something, you're hanging around and you're gonna catch that same heat. Especially if you know it. A lot of times it comes worse if you don't know it because you were blinded by it. Blinded by what you want to see in somebody rather than what was actually being shown to you. That's actually a conversation for tomorrow. Real shit. Conversation for tomorrow. In the meantime, though, beer's almost gone. So that means I'm in this, wrap this up a little early. Go get some dinner. So tomorrow, I got about 5 or 6 topics for tomorrow's show. Probably won't get into all of the topics. Probably get into about 3 of them. Probably do about an hour and a half to 2 hour show tomorrow. Starting at 8:45 Eastern time. Probably go to about 10 o'clock, 10:30. We'll see. We'll see. Probably have some in-house some in-studio guests tomorrow. If y'all got any topics y'all want to talk about, be sure to type it in there. Be sure to send it to me. And be sure when y'all do come on live that y'all share the live, spread the love. Feel me? Let's see. Y'all feel like sending any funds? The Cash App is Vision, VISYON. And the way, I don't care if you send a penny or a dollar or $100. It don't matter to me. I appreciate you regardless. Appreciate your time and your company, your energy. Fuck with y'all. Think y'all fuck with me. See y'all tomorrow, 8:45 Eastern time. Like I said, if y'all got any topics, let me know what y'all want to talk about. We'll get into it. Easy. Peace.